Welcome to the 707, a weekly half-hour program produced by KRCB, a service of NorCal Public Media. The 707 features voices and stories from your community, stories that celebrate the season, and stories that show how we are connected to each other. I'm your host, Michelle Marques, and I love Halloween. Luckily for those of us who savor spooky season, Sonoma County, California is the perfect place to pick a pumpkin, trick or treat, scare ourselves silly, and appreciate oddball art. In this episode, we'll travel around the county to uncover the most fun and nostalgic ways to enjoy Halloween.
Once I got done picking the corn, then I would make a little path, and the people really liked that. So then the first year I did it, of any size, was 2 3/4 acres. And that went worldwide. That was way back when the Associated Press had the Associated AP wire. I had all kinds of interviews. Channel 3 from Sacramento flew a helicopter over here, interviewed me, and then also took aerial photos. And then later on, about a month later, I got a German newspaper back, and there was a picture of the corn maze, and everything was all in German. So that's probably one of the most special things.
That's Farmer Jim, a.k.a. Jim Groverman, owner of the iconic Petaluma Pumpkin Patch that's right along Highway 101 as you get to Petaluma at the bottom of the Cotati grade. He started his pumpkin patch in 1992 and created his first corn maze in 1994, just a year after the amazing Maze Maze was founded in Pennsylvania, what's widely considered the first corn maze.
You always hear the saying, knee high at the 4th of July for corn. Well, I usually don't plant until the end of June or right around the 4th of July because I want it to be green this time of year. Once it's planted, then I'll go through when the corn is small and make my paths. And everything I do from my head. I don't write anything out. I don't have any computer. I don't use any GPS. I just use a shovel and shovel out where I want the paths.
How long does it take to go through the maze?
Right around 45 minutes, half hour to 45 minutes. We're open Friday, Saturday nights till 10 o'clock at night, and we don't light it up. It gives a completely different experience.
Sounds kind of creepy.
It can be, yeah. There's a lot of screams, a lot of We don't put anybody scary in there, so we try and keep it real family.
So what's the secret to growing good pumpkins?
Well, you have to have good ground to begin with. Yeah, you have to have a ground that is balanced. You want kind of a sandier ground and water. The biggest thing I think is people either water too much or too little.
So yeah, you've got a lot of things for families to do. What kind of activities can people do when they come to the Petaluma Pumpkin Patch?
Like we have the animals. I grew up on a ranch, so the animals are real important to me. We have a big super slide. We have a pumpkin spinner, jump houses, corn box, which is 8,000 pounds of corn kernels, like a sandbox, and it's kind of neat. A lot of people really like that. On the weekends, we'll have pony rides, which we've had for probably 12, 13 years. Face painters, just a lot of fun, simple activities.
So you are very much a Sonoma County family. Tell me about what your dad did.
Well, I'm fourth generation here. My dad, I grew up on 50 acres. We had sheep and cattle, and he was a veterinarian here for quite a few years. It goes all the way back to my grandmother. She was born in Bloomfield in 1902, and her parents started a Jersey dairy not far from here. And actually, I got the idea of a pumpkin patch from my grandmother's brothers. And back in the 50s, they started growing pumpkins to feed to the milk cows. Then people started asking them if they could buy pumpkins. They're the ones that originally, that I know of, started the pumpkin patch. When I was in junior college, I worked on the dairy, and I remember one day during October, they had 11 full-size school buses at their dairy. They ended up quitting a few years later, and then after I got out of college, I started this up.
Everyone knows that a certain time of year, we have a traffic jam.
Yes.
Do you have to apologize to most of Sonoma County every year?
It's been going on for years, and it was worse back when it was only 2 lanes each way. No, rather than slow down and look, just come on in and take a look. It's free to get in here. The corn maze, we charge for the corn maze, but just to come in and walk around and look at the animals and Straw Mountain and the corn box and walk through the pumpkin patch, that's all free. So just, rather than look at everything, just come on in.
Has Caltrans ever talked to you about the slowdown?
No. And CHP says you're not doing anything wrong. So, all right. Yeah.
From pumpkin patch traffic jams to creepy haunted houses, one Sonoma County family seems to have the corner on Halloween. Farmer Jim Groverman's sister, Judy Groverman Walker, is one of the owners of Blind Scream Haunted House in Santa Rosa. I talked to your brother, Farmer Jim Groverman, yesterday. How did both of you end up in the Halloween world?
I think it's by chance. When we grew up as kids, Halloween was Halloween. We went trick-or-treating, but my family, we lived in the country. We didn't really decorate because nobody would see our house. He started the pumpkin patch way before I started the haunted house, but, I'm an event person and he's a farmer. It's totally different. His is agri-tainment and mine is entertainment. So I think it's just by chance.
I think it's so fun, though, that you got the Groverman dynasty, right?
The Halloween dynasty. Yeah.
Full disclosure, I worked for Judy's company for about 5 years, and the most unique and fun event we produced was The Haunt. Judy's partner, Drew Dominguez, who is the demented mind behind the build, walks us through a preview of the 2 haunted houses adjacent to the Santa Rosa Plaza.
Welcome to the Big Top of Fear. Nothing to fear here but fear and lots of fear. That's what you should fear. This is the beginning of the new Dr. Fly. So Professor Fly, he has this little lab.
There's a horrifying pile of what seems to be part human, part fly on the lab table. It's just what you hope you'll see or are afraid to see in a haunted house. Oh, this is terrible.
Crappy.
Ew, oh my God. Oh, that's so disgusting. As we wind through the maze, Dominguez stops next to a grouping of grotesque sideshow figures to explain the fun that actors can have scaring patrons silly.
So if you're working in this territory, you get all of it. You get to, there could be 4 dolls in that room and 2 of them on each side of the room, and they just kind of move slowly at them. And then walk in here, and they could all creep everybody out in here, right? That's kind of the fun of this area. And there's so many dummies in here that you totally could just be.
That's what I did when I was in a room before. Yeah, I just pretended I was one of the dummies until somebody got right about there, and they were like, ah.
That's the best. So we have so many dummies in here that everybody could be a dummy, right?
Yes, we are the weirdos who get a kick out of scaring people. I asked Judy about that phenomenon. What is it like to scare someone?
I'm not usually the one scaring people. Sometimes by accident I'm scaring people, but it's exhilarating. The people that are scaring in the haunted house, they want to come back and scare again and again and again and again. And, by the time October 31st or November 1st rolls around, they're sad because they won't be able to do it again until next October.
It is really empowering to scare somebody, especially if there's you're a small person and you scare somebody big. That's amazing.
I think you know better than me what it's like to scare someone.
I love it. It's so fun. And it's so funny because I'm a big scaredy cat. I mean, you guys know that. If you heard me going through the blackout, I'm just swearing and everything. So I can't use hardly any of that tape because I was swearing too much. But being able to scare somebody, it's totally different experience. And it's very, very fun and empowering.
And often people who don't like haunted houses are some of our best scarers.
Walter, who has been a part of the haunt since 2010, is one of the acting coaches at Blind Scream, and he describes the second haunted house on site, which is called Blackout.
Blackout is an extra attraction that is definitely for people who want a little extra scare. It's psychological horror. It is literally pitch black. We've got crazy things on the walls. We have actors in there who know where you are at all times. We have our secrets on how we do that. It feels like a never-ending maze.
This is my not safe for airwaves reaction to Blackout. This is so dark. What the Where are you? I don't want to hear this. One of the actors who has also been helping to build props is Mateo Crawford, who is a mail carrier by day.
So I started out decorating my mom's house, and then now I know how to make a corpse that looks real, and spider webs. I know all the tricks, you know. When I'm on my delivery route, I like to give people tips of how to do things, and they ask me.
They know that you're the mailman who loves Halloween and knows how to make corpses.
Yes indeed.
Now, Judy said you're also a slider. What does that mean?
I'm a slider. So the realm of haunted houses, there are more than 30 scaring techniques. And one of the ancient scaring techniques is sliding. It is where someone puts on roller derby knee pads, steel-toed shoes, and gloves, and they run and they slide on the pavement.
Do you have to limber up before you do these things?
You know, you definitely have to limber it up because what it feels like is doing 100 squats in a day because you have to do it over and over. You can't just do one run and you're done. By the end of the night, I am sweating, ready to go home and take a shower.
There are also local nonprofit organizations who come in to scare during each night of Blind Scream, earning money for their groups while team building and giving people a fright. You can learn more about the Groverman siblings and their Halloween dynasty at PetalumaPumpkinPatch.com and BlindScream.com, respectively. In the next segment of the 707, we meet artists inspired by Halloween and go trick-or-treating on Santa Rosa's busiest block. This is KRCB.
KRCB is Sonoma County's NPR station, featuring the voices, sounds, and culture that make our home unique. From the heartwarming tales of postcards,
our grandmother was the founder of Juneteenth in Sonoma County,
to the Arts Briefs series shining a spotlight on the incredible youth in the arts scene.
Mariachi can express everything that you feel.
And farm tales.
We live in this beautiful area that allows all forms of success in agriculture.
Your stories, your station. KRCB 104.9, Sonoma County's NPR station.
Welcome back to the 707 on KRCB. I'm your host, Michelle Marques. Halloween is celebrated in so many ways in Sonoma County, and the event that kicks off spooky season is All Hallows Art Fest, a juried Halloween art show which happens on the last Saturday of September at Herman Sons Hall in Petaluma.
If you're a true Halloween enthusiast and you love Halloween art, of course, this is the Willy Wonka chocolate factory of that. If you've never been, just to see the different things people make, from paper mache to leather to jewelry to clay, I mean, you name it, it's mesmerizing just to see what everybody does. It's just a Halloween fan, it's amazing, and some people maybe don't care who so-and-so collector is, but we know that they can buy a gift for somebody who's a true lover of Halloween, and a lot of people will buy some kind of make and take that they can take home and do, so it just keeps the Halloween spirit going.
Where do the artists come from?
So we have artists that literally come from all over the country. We have one that comes from Canada. We have 4 that come from the East Coast, Midwest, so they come from all over, really.
That's Stephanie Sherratt, who produces All Hallows Art Fest, and she describes herself as a Halloween true believer.
I grew up on the #1 trick-or-treat street in Novato, California. It was a giant 1.5-mile horseshoe-shaped street, and we would start at one house on one end. We'd trick-or-treat the whole thing, then we would switch costumes and go back out and go the other route. So everyone on our street, San Felipe Way in Novato, was very key about having decorations, and it was at a different time. So in the early 70s, you could walk in the front door of someone's house, walk through their house, which was decorated, and then go out through the garage. Many homes decorated to do that. It was amazing. There was one man who he always had this disgusting cauldron that smoked, and he would have the kids put their hand into it, and you never knew what was down in there. Sometimes it was spaghetti, different gross, creepy things. I mean, I just loved everything to do with Halloween. And my mom, who is no longer with us, she would dress up every year but make it so special, cook the cookies, have the apple cider, all the things. So I grew up with a true love of Halloween.
The show itself takes most of the year to plan, market, and produce. Sherratt travels to Halloween trade shows to look for trends and new ways to keep the show fresh. The show also generates funds for local charities.
We are funding an art scholarship through Petaluma Education Foundation, a spirit scholarship, We always give to 3 charities. So the other one, which I am now passionate about, is Petaluma People Services. Through our 2 shows, we collect money, and then we buy 800 pairs of socks. So every time a family comes to check in with Petaluma People Services, they're all given a clean pair of socks and a little card that we put together from our artist that signed that said basically you're cared about and we're here for you, even with the holiday spirit, whether that's Halloween or Christmas. And then there is a new nonprofit in Sonoma County, which is amazing and you will love. It's called the Open Tap Initiative.
Open Tap Initiative makes craft beers for fundraising efforts through local breweries to support community causes in Sonoma County and the Greater Bay Area. The displays at All Hallows Art Fest are extravagantly arranged to weave a spell and draw you in, like the one from Berkeley-based jewelry maker Karamia Vicek.
This year I did a bunch of black cats, which I really love, with check flowers. I did ants and the ravens. You can see the ravens are almost gone. I tried this year to sort of make each bust one theme. So the bats and the ghosts, and just in case you're looking for a ghost or a bat, you can see them all together.
Ice cream, everybody. Wow.
Yes. But just tons of fun.
So have you become more of a Halloween person because of this?
Yes. I've pretty much transformed. We rent in Berkeley and we moved to the street about 10 years ago that closes down for Halloween. It's just a river of children. And now I buy as much candy as I can. I'm up to like about 10 giant bags a year. And we still run out. And then my friends that complain they don't get trick-or-treaters all come over. We open wine and we just sit on the porch because we can't even get up. And my husband's a chef and he makes pizzas for us. And it's just become a party, every year at my house as well.
Do all of your friends put all of your jewelry on so you look amazing?
Like a bunch of crazy people when we're out there.
All Hallows Art Fest kicks off spooky season, and it all culminates on the big day, October 31st, when costume kids hit the streets across the country. Santa Rosa's McDonald Avenue is the place to go to see elaborate themed decorations and hit the motherlode for trick-or-treating. Last year, I talked with Kristen, who was taking her nephew, dressed like Chucky, to the neighborhood for the first time.
It is so busy. I feel like I was like in Disneyland. Yeah, it's very cool.
What do you think of it?
I love it.
Yeah. Have you gotten a lot of candy?
Yes.
I came across a group of middle schoolers, and 13-year-old Hector was already amped on sugar. I asked him how long he had been out collecting candy.
Like 2 hours, like hour and a half ago.
What are you dressed as?
I'm a dinosaur.
Are you going to go trick-or-treating again next year?
Yes. I love candy.
The main attraction on McDonald Avenue is a sprawling mansion called Mableton, which is famous not just because it was the home used in the Disney movie Pollyanna, but for its immersive Halloween themes, featuring multiple actors and interactive scenes. After waiting in a short line to get in, we were greeted by a man dressed as a Bobby from Edwardian London.
Here it's Mary Poppins. We have Mary Poppins on a cloud floating out there.
Sure enough, there was a woman floating on a cloud, hovering over a cityscape of London, surrounded by a sea of sparkling umbrellas. A bit further down the way, I ran into a version of Dick Van Dyke's Bert, merrily singing a tune with chalk drawings at his feet.
Oh, chim, chimney, chim, chimney, chim, chim.
I'm actually recording.
That really?
Yes, for the radio station, for Sonoma County's NPR station.
Chim, chimney, chim, chimney, chim, chim, radio. It's an amazing thing to be Bert on the radio. Chim, chimney.
Excellent. You heard it right here. Bert on the radio. That musician is familiar to locals, David Lunning, who once competed on American Idol. At another spot, kids try their hand at chimney sweeping, and on the steps of the mansion, a woman was asking for tuppence to feed the birds, while distinguished men in suits urged children to put their money in the bank. Next, there was a tableau straight from the film with carousel horses and musicians ready to break into song. How many times this evening have you sung Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
How many times have I sang it tonight? Yeah. Probably about, I'd say maybe about 50 so far. We'll see how it goes.
How's your jaw holding?
Oh, I love it. Are you kidding me? I've been here so many years. This is an exciting one, Mary Poppins, so Yeah, this is a good one.
At the exit gate, I stopped to talk to two women dressed as maids from the Banks family who were handing out candy. I asked how much candy they needed to give everyone something sweet.
Did you say 5,000 people?
That was last.
5,000 people last year came through.
Yeah, so that was last year.
It'll be exciting to see what the theme will be this year at Mableton. While the 7-block stretch along McDonald Avenue is teeming with parents and kids hitting each spot for scares and sweets, there are calmer spots along these side streets that connect to the main drag. I stop and talk with Scott, who is dressed as a warlock distributing candy from a cauldron.
Just around the corner, it's like being on the edge of the party. It's a lot quieter, but you get a good view. I'll say that much. But yeah, we get some of the people going back and forth, but we do 10 bags, about 90 pieces in each bag, so about 900 pieces.
Do you put out a sign if you're all done?
We do. Usually we'll say, thank you. But I don't know if we'll need to tonight because not many people are, so we'll just shut the lights and we have, I think, this little cauldron is what we have left.
900 pieces of candy. And that's a slow night on a side street. However and wherever you celebrate, happy Halloween from Sonoma County. I'm your host and producer of this program, Michelle Marques. This show is a service of NorCal Public Media. Our president and CEO is Darren Lachelle.